Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I really want to sit down and have a talk about this all about the tea situation. And I'm just gonna go down the list of people, right? Monica, Plez, Marcella, Bishop, Schoolboy, this new girl Keisha that was on there, Princess, So Debonair, everybody, okay? We just gonna talk about everybody because it's fair, right? Some people I have negative things to say about, and others I don't really have anything negative to say. So because Monica is the host, I'm gonna start with her. You run a business, Monica, okay? You run a business. I love your business, okay? I think what you have is legit. I think it's a good idea. I loved it. You know, it was my entertainment at night. And I really, truly enjoy it. That's a fact. But how you handle your business is not how a person should handle their business. That's not how a real boss, handles their business, okay? I think it's interesting and it's also hypocritical that, you could talk about how some African Americans handle their business and stuff like that. Like when you guys were talking about Just Hilarious and what she said and stuff like that. How you can talk about how some African Americans handle their business, but you can't even handle your own business. And that's the truth. It's facts, okay? If your employee comes to you and says they're thinking about leaving, and then you come and you say, well, can you do like maybe 2 or 3 nights out of the week? And an employee says, no, because, I have other obligations. You know what you're going to do? You're going to be like, okay, how about this? How about I'll offer you this amount of money to stay? Then they'll be like, oh, well, since you're offering me a little bit, you're offering me some money, okay, I'll stay. And then boom, you don't lose your employee. But you didn't do that. Plez had to come to you. She had to come to you. So right there, that's already a red flag that she even had to come to you. It's like, did you really want Plez to be on your show? Did you really truly care if she was on your show? Or what? Because to me, it seems like you were more so contemplating, well, if I keep Plez, I keep a majority of my subscribers. But if I don't keep Plez and I just let her go, then it won't be all about her. So when I was watching the live, I was really taken aback by how she was speaking to Plez, and then how she tried to spin the narrative and stuff like that to her advantage. Well, Monica, had you watched Plez's video, she never even said anything bad about you, really. Just the fact that you never got back to her. And she showed proof. You should know, Plez is a lawyer, okay? She's an actual lawyer. She knows that you gotta have proof in order to make these allegations. Like, I don't know what you were thinking. I don't know if you thought you was on your high horse, that you were right and whatnot without actually watching the video. I don't know what was going on through your head. But I just think I thought it was BS, honestly. I thought it was BS how you were talking to her. And the fact that it's like you were on the live, right? And you were like talking all this trash. You're like, oh, Plez is in the back or whatever. No, or she texted me or whatever. So I'm gonna tell her to get on. Like, you was ready to gang up on homie. You was ready to gang up on her, right? But in the end, you made yourself look stupid because you didn't even watch the video. You was talking over Plez because you did not want her to get her point across. And you sat there and you yelled at her. Your voice went up notches for whatever reason. Thompson, let me finish. No. Because you already told on yourself that you didn't even watch her video. So how are you going to be mad at her if you didn't even watch her video? You said that you were sick Memorial weekend and stuff like that. Like, you were out with your kids. You're always busy. You always got X, Y, and Z that you are doing. But then you set up text messages and you always reply. Okay, you're always doing that. Oh, but then that weekend you spoke to Schoolboy though. Cause see, Schoolboy done already put that in her video. Schoolboy put it in her video that you two have spoke that weekend. But you couldn't talk to Plez. You couldn't hit Plez up. You couldn't handle the business that you said you was gonna handle with her. To me, that lets me know you really did not want Plez to be on the show. Or you didn't care, at least. You didn't care about that girl's feelings. And then you had the audacity to put out this narrative that she was going through mental health issues. How dare you? How dare you sit there and you do that to that girl? Talking about Plez, she's going through mental health stuff and she won't be with us anymore. That's a lie. That's a lie. How you gonna put that out there like that? Why would you sit there and try and make it seem like she going through the most and whatnot, when in actuality it was because you didn't handle your business and she felt unwanted? Like, no. Anyways, I'm moving off of Monica. I really liked her channel. Like, I really truly did. But she always puts out, like, I don't know, whatever. Monica, whatever. So next, I want to talk about Schoolboy. And how I feel like Schoolboy was manipulated by Monica. Because she was. And, I feel like I wish Schoolboy had watched the video before she made that decision to put out her video. Go on live or whatever. Because it really made her look bad. And it painted this nasty picture of her that I didn't want to see as Schoolboy. But I feel like she trusts too much into Monica. And if what just happened wasn't a red flag to Schoolboy, it can only get worse for Schoolboy. I'm sorry. It can only get worse for her. Because clearly, Monica don't like nobody doing better than her. She don't like nobody being above her. I don't even know. Like, it's crazy. And I just want to say I wish Schoolboy would have watched the video because it made her look so bad. And it hurt me to hear her say that Plez was not a real lawyer because she's just pushing paper. Well, that's all being a lawyer really truly is pushing that paper. And then debating in court. Not all lawyers debate in court. Not all. Some do push paper, and that's okay. It is, at the end of the day, it's still being a lawyer, and she's still making that do re mi, because you know you got to pay, like the client has to pay per page. So I want Schoolboy to open up her eyes, and I want her to see that she was set up. And if she don't see that red flag, and if she don't take this as a sign that, you know, she better keep her friends close, keep your enemies closer. So next I'm going to talk about Marcella, right? Okay. Marcella. All right. I think Monica's mistake was slowly creeping Marcella onto the panel. Because when I realized Marcella was a permanent on the panel, I instantly started getting annoyed. The problem is, Marcella says things, and she says it like it's factual. And to me, that's toxic. I feel like Marcella was jealous of Plez. You know, Monica will always compliment Plez on her lipsticks, which Plez always did have the nicest lipsticks. Plez is beautiful all around, okay? And Marcella, you could tell Marcella got tired of that. That was getting old. Because even the day after the live, and Monica did another live, like ain't nothing happened or whatever, and it was the most dry live I've ever watched. Like, I had to stop. I noticed that Marcella was wearing her red lipstick. Now, I don't know if she was trying to be funny or whatever, because Plez wasn't on there, but how on the live you gonna sit there and be crying, telling me some, Plez, I'm so sorry if I like hurt you. I didn't mean it. But you did, Marcella. You meant it. You sure meant it. You know exactly what you were doing. This is what you wanted from jump, because you saw Plez as competition for you, boo-boo. Plez actually is a logical thinker, okay? She thinks logically, okay? She doesn't go off of he said, she said, my opinion, allegedly. No. She comes in with facts. She has the history. She has anything. Otherwise, she wouldn't really say nothing on it. Like, what could she say? It's like even her opinions were facts. Like, but you were alleged, you know? Like, I get it, Marcella. Plez can talk a lot. But when Plez talks, you can get some actual information from what she's saying. You can learn something from what she's saying. And I can appreciate that. Like, Plez has taught me a lot about law and stuff like that. She actually has. Marcella, you taught me how to throw back Hennessy in the twerk, okay? You taught me about about your sex life and all of that. I mean, more power to you, girl. I mean, I get it. But still. And I don't think Marcella should be on All About the Tea. I really don't. I think she should have stayed as a friend. Because it's been nothing but drama since she's became permanent. I'm sorry. It's been nothing but drama to me. It's been nothing but just craziness to me. I don't know. It was just, All About the Tea just wasn't the same. I'm sorry. It was not the same. And next, I'm going to talk about Bishop. I don't have too much to say about him. I just wish he would exit. I wish he would exit, because if Plez is your homegirl, you gonna exit with her. Y'all supposed to stick together like heckling, whatever. Because I know Bishop cares about Plez, and I know Plez cares about Bishop, and they're really great friends. And he got off that live when stuff hit the fan, and I respect him for that, because it really didn't have nothing to do with him. But Bishop needs to see that light, and if I were him, I'd get off like now. He needs to see that light, because maybe it was God showing him that maybe it's time for him to go too. So Plez, I'm going to talk about her, which I really don't have anything to say about her except that she did what she needed to do. She came with the facts, she came with the proof, she came with it all. And she's not lying about Monica or whomever is deleting comments, because I've had comments of mine deleted. Because when Monica brought up about the whole Wendy Williams Wendy Williams, when she came out her docuseries, and they were talking about how Wendy Williams put out about that woman having cancer and stuff like that, I put on there that I don't care if you're a blogger, a person on the news, whomever. It is not your business to put my medical history, my diagnoses, any of that out there. It is not your place. Because you don't know who I have told. You don't know nothing. And that was wrong. And he had every right to be mad at Wendy Williams. I'm sorry. I disliked Wendy Williams after I learned of that. Okay? So that comment has gotten deleted. And I don't know, I guess she didn't like that I said that no blogger has a right to put out my information. And it's true. If you don't want to get cussed out, you're not going to put out my information like that. So I applaud Plez for standing up for herself and doing what she needed to do. I get how she feels about like getting attention and stuff like that, how that can be, because Plez is humble, okay? Plez is humble. She doesn't want the attention like that, you know? But also, if someone's saying something to you and it's from God and you know it's from God, you better take it, girl, and you better listen. Because as you can see now, So Debonair was not lying, because you growing on YouTube just from this incident alone. And God is showing you. He's showing you the light. So don't knock it, Plez. That's all I have to say about that. And speaking of So Debonair, he did do a live, and he stuck up for Plez, you know, because he loves Plez. I mean, we all love Plez. There's nothing to dislike about Plez. So that I know of. I mean, I don't know her personally. But I will say, though, that he came through, okay? He stuck up for Plez. He basically put his side out of everything, which I respect him for. And he basically said how Monica is, how Monica never got back to him, how Monica switched up on him and stuff like that. Sorry, I got allergies. So yeah, I respect him so much for that, and because he didn't need to. And honestly, this was the perfect time for him to do it, because Monica did him wrong, so he may as well gain subscribers off of this situation dealing with Monica. I said, kudos to you. You may as well get something out of it, boy. And then, honestly, when it comes to Princess, she came on that live like, I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't really care. I don't know why I'm here, to be honest. Me and Plez, we talked already, so why am I here? And I realized Monica was trying to get everybody to gang up on Plez. And that's what that was. She wanted everybody to gang up on Plez. And Marcella was definitely here for it. But then once Schoolboy apologized, started crying, and she thought, oh snap, I better follow suit. So that lets me know Plez is very, very, not Plez, sorry. Marcella is very fake. Schoolboy only apologized because she was losing subscribers supposedly or whatever, and she was getting a lot of hate. And she made herself look really, really bad because she listened to Monica. But whatever. But yeah, and I noticed Monica turned off her subscribers today, so if you unsubscribe from her, kudos to you. If you're still subscribing to Monica, I mean, it is what it is. That's on you. You can support who you want to support. I unsubscribe because I don't like when people tear other people down the way that Monica teared her down and put out lies. And I think it was wrong. I think it was wrong, and I feel like Monica should apologize to Plez, because now that we know that it was all a lie, that's what she was saying and stuff like that, she should apologize and be big about it. Because she could be big about anything else or whatever. When anybody's on her live, she'd be big about it. I mean, you're behind an avatar. You may as well apologize or whatever. I mean, it's not like we can come find you or whatever. If your real name is Monica, look, you may as well apologize. You may as well just come out with an apology. But you know, sometimes pride gets into the way of people. And I want to throw this last thing out there that I didn't appreciate, was the fact that Monica threw out about how she has a family, how she has 4 kids, how she has a husband. And Plez does not have any of those things, okay? Matter of fact, Plez came out saying that she had a stillborn baby. And the fact that she uses her kids and her husband and that life as an excuse, but she could be up on lives and stuff like that. She can get all the information she needs to get for her live. She can investigate all day and stuff like that. You had time. You have to take a lunch break at some time. You could have called Plez at any given time. Any given time. But you chose not to because you didn't want to have to negotiate with her money, because you want all the money. I mean, of course, I would like all the money too, but if I had to be real, like, and I had to be fair, I'd have to be like, you know what? She's been here. She's been loyal. You know what I'm saying? Like, she comes on, she does what she needs to do, despite the fact that she's a lawyer and she's busy during her day. You know, she should get some compensation. Duh. But yeah, so that's my take on all this. I'm disgusted, honestly, but whatever. And I mean, she needs to get it together. I don't know where that Keisha girl came from with her 2 cents, because she didn't even know what the heck was going on. She should have just stayed quiet, because it had nothing to do with her. Even when Monica asked her if she had anything to say, she should have been quiet, because really it had nothing to do with her. She was not even on the panel. She don't know nothing. So why are you sitting there playing moderator or whatever? She wasn't lying. Like, it was a bunch of he said, she said, and miscommunication and stuff like that. But it wasn't your place. So anyways, I'm done with this. I done said what I had to say. I do hope Plez is healing right now, and I hope Monica realizes that what she did was damaging, and for the sake of her career, because Monica has a future. She has a future, and you know, I like what she's doing, but I'm gonna need her to state facts and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, she said some stuff about Keisha Lance Bottoms and how it was because of T.I. and Tiny, and I don't think it had anything to do with that. I just think she's tired, honestly. And I think that, you know, she should make an apology to Plez for the sake of her career and everything, and for people to trust her and stuff like that. She needs to admit that she was wrong and take accountability. As a grown woman, as a boss, as a leader, as somebody who put lies out there. And she needs to right her wrongs. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.